Michael, this is wonderful.
Coming up, author John Saul chasing a new horror story.
Oh my God! So I use my bus to tour around America finding wonderfully scary places.
John Saul is one of America's favorite writers.
I will sign this for you. And your name?
Millions of readers devour his tales of horror, stories that come alive when he's driving his dream RV.
If you figure it out, tell me.
Let you know.
And the problem is you also have to be able to watch all the corners of the vehicle sort of simultaneously.
John Saul used to be a boating enthusiast. He didn't like coaches until he drove one. Now he's a die-hard devotee of RVs. He drives his work all over the United States.
Everywhere I go, I have all of my stuff around me. I don't really have to think about anything except what I'm writing.
Being a writer, John needed a practical workspace. His custom plan added a desk and comfy chair.
The demo works like this. Make myself comfortable, put my feet up, and either go to sleep or create, one or the other, and sometimes both.
John travels with Mike Sack, friend, personal assistant, and story collaborator. Their coach trips are deliberately planned to provide inspiration.
It's great.
Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a really good spot.
Perfect.
Oh, look at that old water wheel.
Whatever they discover on their travels is transformed via their vivid imaginations into the next best-selling horror paperback.
Oh, there's a body. We do this all the time. Most of our conversation has nothing to do with real life at all. Most of our conversation has to do with coming up with story ideas and what's happening to people that exist only in our own heads.
One of the great things about a coach is you can show up in a town or a place or an area where there's no place to stay. We've always got our place to stay.
Even if there's not an RV park, we can usually find, some big parking lot. No matter how remote the area, there's always someplace to park a coach.
Anacortes in Washington State has historic connections with trading, trapping, fishing, and lumber. A perfect setting for a Saul whodunit.
Oh, Michael, this is wonderful. Oh, come check this out.
1889, circa 1889.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, boy, this is fabulous, Michael. Come in here.
Reality and fantasy begin to blur when John and Mike get going.
What's that? Did you hear something going on upstairs? What? Let's go up and see. It's got to be up. Holy. Come on. Quick. It's up this way somewhere.
It takes John and Mike 6 months to hit upon a story idea and research it on the coach trip.
There was a body.
There was somebody here.
There's definitely a message going on. Yeah, there's just too much happening in this building.
One of the great things is, as you can see, it's a little dusty up here, and when we're done, we'll just zip right down and wash up in our bus and change, and we're off and running.
Back on the coach, the story begins to develop.
There's something evil about it.
Well,
it's as if some terrible thing happened in there.
Well, see,
I can, at any time, come back to the bus, fire up my computer, download all the pictures into the computer, make all the notes I need to make on what I saw that day, and often I'll start discussing the book with Michael, the plot outline, and sometimes we'll actually sit down and start writing up some ideas. It's a traveling nerve center. That's the face I was seeing in my mind.
John's customized nerve center also includes a full-size kitchen, better than you'd find in most homes. He's designed a go-anywhere whining, dining, entertainment space.
I have actually been known to serve up to 6 people for dinner around this table. It gets a little bit snug, but it can be done. I know it looks tricky, but then we've got a double sink here, one of which covers up nicely, so you get more counter space. And then moving on down, this part of the counter space disappears, and there's a 2-burner electric gas top. This is a microwave convection oven, so I can both nuke things or cook them like the human being with real heat. Then below that is one of my personal favorites, the dishwasher, which is cleverly stowed, so if I'm sitting at the table here, I can simply move things from the table into the dishwasher without even getting up. Just hand them off and it all disappears.
Touch-sensitive electronic controls for lighting, heating, and appliances mean you don't even have to get out of bed.
So that if I want to turn on the Insta-Hot so I can have hot coffee early in the morning, I push one button right next to the bed, the Insta-Hot goes on. Plus, if I ever want it changed, all I have to do is tell the people at Marathon, and with a telephone hookup, they can reprogram the whole system so every button does a different thing.
For a man who admits to a fear of flying, the Coach has opened new vistas.
The theme of this RV is make John comfortable, and it works really well.